I don't think precedent matters. Like,
yeah, we live in unprecedented times at this point.
Yeah, so the issue that I have, and I'll point to,
Naki Bree says, I'm hoping that Trump's dementia has stronger hands. Speaking of prior precedent, we know that his dementia having stronger hands won't mean shit, because we can just look at Reagan. Reagan being nothing more than a fucking husk in the White House didn't do jack shit to take away his power, his influence, or his legacy. And in fact, it put other people who were more or less competent, who the fuck knows, in charge during that time. So
Reagan was not a husk as in the presidency. She did just fine.
Yeah, the throat goat did great. You're right.
So prior precedent and stuff like that. Rule of norms. List out all of these other like ideal liberal values. Hold on. Excuse me. We've operated as a country now with the understanding, with the expectation that a president doesn't commit crimes. And
yeah, but we had Obama.
Well, I'll get there. So
we had Senior Dell drone strike for a while.
Yeah, I have problems with that. So if we've got unwritten precedent of presidents not committing violations of the law, and then fast forward to 1950s, whenever it was, with Nixon, the whole Watergate scandal and stuff like that, all of a sudden, he's stepping down. He receives a pardon from Gerald Ford. He is a ghost in the wind. And that pardon is funny. And I invite anybody listening to look up that pardon, because the way the pardon was written was he was pardoned for any crimes past, present, or future. So if we have a precedent where the president knows that he can get in trouble, i.e. he would have been investigated by Congress, impeached, potential crimes, like felony charges, and then he receives the pardon because the expectation was that you can be charged with felonies as a president, or high crimes or misdemeanors or anything like that. And then Trump comes along and he does his fuck shit. And then you have our genius chief magistrate, Roberts, going, well, actually, we have three different types of immunity. The buckets is the way he described it in his ruling, where you've got if it's directly related to the president, it's unquestionable, and then you keep going through the three different ones. But the problem ultimately was brought forth with the SWAT team, not SWAT team, SEAL team. Mm-hmm. So I think it was Ketanji Brown Jackson. Is that her name?
I think so. The one who brought up the assassination problem, right?
Yeah. Where she's talking about all right, so what you're saying is a sitting president could say, hey, SEAL Team 6, go take out. At that point, it was, I'm going to actually use names. I don't know how she said it, but at that point, it was Biden in office.
She in her thing, she said political opponents. She was not. She was deliberately non-specific with it because you trap more flies with that kind of honey, and yeah, the other justice did go, well, yeah, political opponents would 100% be on the chopping block. So you're just you like raunchy dick is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, that lawyer, he's got to be like the brother of RFK, the way he talks. I don't know if you heard any of the stuff from that hearing, but he's got a very unique way of talking. That's what he was saying. He's like, if it's a part of his official duties, then we wouldn't be able to investigate political assassinations of your opponents.
Yeah, I feel like once you've admitted that, maybe your opinion is dog water.
Yeah, and for anybody that may be familiar with this case but isn't familiar with how things work, so you've got the Supreme Court, they hear a case, and then 3 steps basically happen. Step 1 is the majority writes their consensus. They go, this is the standard moving forward, basically. And then you have the minority write their opinions and go, here are the problems with not just the case, but also what the other, in this case, 6 justices said, and why these are problems. In the writings, Ketanji Brown Jackson, or whatever her name is, or it might have been Sotomayor, I don't remember, specifically addressed the SEAL Team 6 issue, and that this is allowing a precedent to be put forth to allow dictators, essentially. Now, the third step is after the minority has written their opinion, the majority has the chance to read over the opinion and rebuttal that opinion in their statements. Not a single justice in the majority rebutted that SEAL Team 6 thing.
Yeah,
so
it was feature, not bug.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all 6 of those justices basically just said, we're okay with that. I say all 6. I think it was 5 because I think Clarence Thomas, Justice Thomas went off on a tangent about something completely unrelated, but actually opened up the door for Trump to do something later, which had to do, I think it had to do with the stolen documents case in Mar-a-Lago, because Eileen Cannon, the judge over that case, was like, nope, here's the Supreme Court precedent. We're throwing all of this shit out, basically.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say something that a lot of people in my audience may actually feel like this is a shared trauma bond moment. But if I say the words, in a 6-3 opinion, the Supreme Court has decided, do any of you, like, have an immediate gag reflex to that now? Because I do. I fucking do.
It could be worse.
That first spring, the one where we lost Roe v. Wade, that first spring, every single time we got in a 5-4 opinion, in a 6-3 opinion, like, it was just shit after shit after shit.
Yeah, you know what? I tell you, our 7 Mountain Mandate queen, whatever her name is, Amy Coney Barrett, she's actually been the one that normally flips to the liberal side more often than not, which has been quite a surprise for me.
It happened for a little bit, but we'll see when the spring comes around what the fuck goes on this time.
Yeah. I do have something worse than in a 6-3 statement that you made.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if your audience is ready for this one, but in a 9-0, the justices believe we should turn the temperature down of the country. Do you remember that ruling?
No, I don't.
Oh, dude, it was great. Shit. I'm going to have to pull it up because I don't want to misquote it because of how, like, disgusting it was. But let's see. 9-0 Supreme Court ruling.
You should turn the temperature down. Then you should do something about all this fucking warming that's happening. If the temperature goes down when there's fucking reason for it.
Yeah, it had something to do with Trump specifically. I don't think it's this Fourth Amendment thing. Shoot, what was it? I know it had something to do with him being like a criminal, basically. And it might have been the Colorado thing. If it was the Colorado thing, what that was is Colorado was going, hey, we should not be putting Trump on the ballot because according to our understanding of historical precedent, law, and stuff like that, he is definitionally an insurrectionist. Yep. If he's an insurrectionist, and we as a state under the 10th Amendment have ruled him an insurrectionist using federal terminology, then he should not be allowed to take office. Right. And I want to say in that one, when it hit the Supreme Court, with Trump complaining like a baby because he won it on the 2024 election. They ruled, initially it was a 6-3. A leak happened that put the PDF of the ruling out early, and it was leaked by a clerk, quote unquote. I think it was honestly, I have reasons to believe it was Sotomayor that leaked it, but shortly after that, they changed to a 9-0 with all of them basically saying, like, we need to calm down the explosive divide that our country is in. And I'm like, I agree on the surface. We absolutely
terminate Fox
do.
News. You want to kill the divide? Terminate Fox News. Terminate fucking Poll. Terminate fucking Cozy.tv. Get rid of all that shit. You will see that divide mend over the next 5 years, I promise you. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.